A former Meta employee is releasing a book claiming to be an inside look at the workings of the company formerly known as Facebook. She shared an SEC filing with the Washington Post alleging that Facebook went to great lengths to win the approval of the Chinese Communist Party in order to gain a foothold in the Chinese market, claiming the company was willing to censor content, share user data, and more. NTD Shar Marshall has more details.
A former executive at Facebook's parent company Meta Platforms has accused the company and CEO Mark Zuckerberg of a major effort to grow Facebook's presence in China. She alleges that the company was willing to censor user content and offer the regime access to user data in an attempt to curry favor with the Chinese Communist Party. That's just a part of a 78-page whistleblower complaint by Sarah Wynne-Williams, Meta's former global policy director for China. She filed the complaint with the SEC in April and shared it with the Washington Post. The Post reports that according to Wynne-Williams, Facebook developed a China-specific censorship system in 2015 and proposed installing a chief editor to manage and potentially shut down the content during periods of social unrest. The Post reports that Wynne-Williams also claims that Facebook was prepared to give the Chinese Communist Party oversight of all Facebook content in China and store user data locally, making it more accessible to surveillance by the Chinese regime. Meta is defending itself publicly. Andy Stone, communications director at Meta, says that the Washington Post failed to publish Meta's response in its entirety. It reads in full, "This is all pushed by an employee terminated 8 years ago for poor performance. We do not operate our services in China today. It is no secret we were once interested in doing so as part of Facebook's effort to connect the world. This was widely reported beginning a decade ago. We ultimately opted not to go through with the ideas we'd explored, which Mark Zuckerberg announced in 2019. Wynne-Williams is releasing a book, Careless People, A Cautionary Tale of Power, Greed, and Lost Idealism, on Tuesday. The book's overview, published on the Barnes & Noble website, says the book gives you a front-row seat to Facebook and is an eye-opening memoir that reveals what really goes on among the global elite. The book alleges that the plan to develop a version of Facebook specifically for China was called Project Aldrin, after astronaut Buzz Aldrin, the first to land a manned spacecraft on the moon. Sean Marshall, NTD News.